Hey guys, Dr. Troy here with Infinity Wellness Center. Hey, I wanted to ask you a question. Has this ever happened to anybody? You go to work, you find yourself in front of a computer for most of your entire workday, right? That unfortunately is about what we deal with here in America most of the time. A lot of the jobs have started turning into these data entry in front of a computer job. And what we wanted to show you is, how is that impacting your spine, and ultimately how is that impacting your health? And is there something that we can do to help make your work life a little bit more enjoyable so you have a lot less issues throughout your day? So if you see here, this is probably a pretty common position for most people. Have seen this a lot, right? At the end of your day, or you're doing a few hours a day of this, you see he's all hunched forward. We're using our phones. Right now, let's think about what this is doing to his spine. And remember, this is 4 to 6 hours of most people's day, right? But when his head is jutted forward like that, we start getting a bunch of tension all up in here in the shoulders. These are the nerves that run down, they go into the arms. So if we're stuck in this position, we can start seeing headaches, people get neck tension and neck pain. It can even go down into the arms. We can start getting tingling and numbness down into the hands as this area gets tighter and tighter from hours and hours of forward position. If this stays like this for a long time, we can even start getting issues down in the lower spine, in his lower back, just from constant pressure being put there over hours a day. So how do we fix this? A good thing to do is to first sit up nice and tall, right? We want to be nice, straight line, have good, solid posture. Now, really important is making sure that the keyboard and the mouse is really close to your chest. So we want everything, if you think of almost like 4 or 5 inches away from your chest. If you can keep the keyboard and the mouse in this position, it's going to take stress off of the shoulders. The head's not going to be jutting forward, and you can see he's here in a much better position. The last thing that you can do is with the monitor, if we raise the monitor up to where he's sitting up nice and tall, and if he looks straight out ahead of himself, he should see the center of that monitor, right? So we'd want this to come up a good 6 or 7 inches. If he's in that position, he's in about a best position for working with data entry as he can. So something to think about, you guys. Make sure you can kind of change the ergonomics here at your workstation, and we'll have a long way of helping you throughout your days to just protect that posture. If you are starting to notice that you're having some of the neck pain or the headaches, and you're worried about what the ergonomics is of your workspace looks like, that's a good time to give us a call. You can come into our office. We'll do a full evaluation. We'll find out what is the actual impact of your work posture doing to your spine. If you guys have any questions, give us a call. Thank you so much for joining us, Infinity Wellness Center.